So we have decided to switch gears.
Take off the podcast hats.
Yep.
Even though we're still doing the podcast. Okay, it may not math, but it makes sense. We're just getting real. We just decided that this Galentines, we want to just sit down and chit chat.
We're doing a round table, ladies. We're doing a round table. Round table, basically, we have popped a squat on the floor, and it is us just chilling, having some real talk,
Vibing.
whatever. We have brought in our one and only.
The star of the show.
Yes.
The creator of the content. You all may know her as the lady behind the camera, but she has a name.
And it is Addison.
Hey, y'all. Nobody heard that. So we thought it would be fun to switch up the dynamic, essentially. You know,
Yeah.
you have mom married for a long time. Mom married for not a long time. And not mom, not married, college student.
Yep. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
all different walks of life.
Yep. Because honestly, let's just be real. We have gone through a lot the last few weeks, last few months. Each one of us has had different walks. And instead of just having a theme to wrap around a series or episode of, we all just kind of sat here and we're like, you know what? We just need to take all the hats off. Yeah. And just chill and have some girl time.
You all can find out who Jed and Kayla and Addison really are.
Yeah. That's yeah.
That's scary.
Be warned.
Be warned.
So we're considering this our little Galentines episode.
Yeah.
Because this weekend is Valentine's, and like we said,
Let's just call it what it is. It's not
It's a
Valentine's.
Hallmark
It's a
day.
Hallmark day.
So it's kind of like
It's all about the
Isn't
Hallmark.
there like a history thing where like actually a lot of people died like on February 14th?
well, that's
Really?
I swear. I
got you.
literally look it up.
Your phone is not there; it's over there.
The
How
production.
did it get over there? The production person is looking it up.
Okay, hang on. So
No way, babe. Is that where the whole
14.
Cupid thing comes in? Like, where did the Cupid thing come in?
Well,
I feel like I learned
a
this in
dwarf
school,
flying-
but I don't really remember.
yeah, like a dwarf flying with bow and arrow, and you fall in love. Like, where did that come from? Somebody had to think of that. What?
Yeah. I'm just not all about it.
But like, let me just tell you, I don't. From the Google, Valentine's Day and Saint Valentine martyrdom. This day honors early Christian saints named Valentine or Valentinius, martyred around AD 270. I'm telling you. Also, in 1929, these are, you can all look this up on the Google. Just Google February 14th. 1929 St. Valentine's Day Massacre. A notorious gangland killing in Chicago where 7 men linked to Al Capone were
Of course.
said to mean the date's darker historical association. I thought, and also IBM was created in 1924. That's interesting. And in 1903, the U.S. Department of Commerce and Labor was established.
Wow.
All on Valentine's? All on February 14th. Not Valentine's, you know,
Right,
because
it's, yeah.
there's also another day. It's also just a regular day.
Arizona became the 48th state.
Yeah. Go Arizona. Go
In
Sun Devils.
1912.
That's
Wasn't
Arizona
that the
State.
year of the Titanic, too?
1912 was the year of the Titanic. I still know that there is enough room on that door for Rose and Jack. You can't tell me. I will talk to you so we're blue in the face. Homie could have scooted over a little bit. She may have lost a leg in the water, but they could have both survived.
Oh, yeah.
She was selfish. She was selfish.
You realize I watched like a very bloody movie about the Titanic way before I finally saw the like love one that everyone
What?
likes. Yeah.
Oh, with
Yeah, I was Yes.
DiCaprio and
Well, the first time I saw
Well,
that was
Leo
a couple
was
years ago.
yeah, Leo.
Yeah. The first time I actually watched that one was with my best friend a couple years ago. But when I was like 7, there was this one that was
Oh.
called Titanic, and I was like, "Oh yeah, let's watch this."
was
We were in Tennessee, and it came up, and
it had to be like the documentary.
yeah, I think it was a type of
There's a ton-
documentary.
there's a ton
There's a
of
ton
movies
of
about
them,
it.
but there's a
There's a
type
ton
of documentary, and like there was literally a scene where a guy gets crushed in this door, and I was like, "This isn't what people are talking about. They're talking about
The door.
love story."
We're talking about the door.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I hadn't watched it until like 2
The
years
famous
ago.
scene is at what is that? The helm? The front? What is the front of the boat called? Yeah.
Yes,
You can't see me, but I've had my arms stretched out like
Yes.
Leonardo
Yeah.
DiCaprio. Leo
Yeah.
is behind
it
me.
is
Yes.
really fun to do
Yes.
that.
It is.
Yes.
It's also, I mean, did you know that if you raise your hand like this, it's like a neurodivergent thing? If you constantly do this.
It's a what?
It's a neurodivergent thing, apparently. So, like, there will be times that I will be like, never mind. Maybe it's for us brown hair.
We are
I don't
just
know.
looking like we're raising our hand in class. Like,
So
why?
there is this thing that the people who do this, you will understand that I can be laying in bed, on the couch, whatever.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about.
or
now.
I will be having a conversation with you and I will just like,
Me too. Actually,
No,
I
divergent.
was doing schoolwork with my friends the other day.
that's
No. I was doing
No.
so we were on like these stools, right? So you're already kind of prostrate like this.
Okay.
And I literally were doing schoolwork and figuring stuff out, and I just go for like ever. I wasn't stretching, it was just
Your arms are up. Yeah, I know.
arms are up.
And you're still having conversation.
but still talking,
Yeah,
still doing
yeah.
work.
It's like it's a normal thing.
It's a normal thing.
Okay.
See, this is where the dynamic of me being a millennial, which I just figured that out. So, Addison,
So anyways.
so tell us about you, Addison. Tell us about you.
Me. Well,
Yeah.
there's too much to talk about. Life right now.
Okay, so how old are you? Where are you in college? What are you studying?
Okay, well, I'm currently 19. I turned 20 this year, which is weird.
It all goes downhill, I'm telling you.
But it's also really exciting. And
Because they will be like, this is not exciting. This is so fun.
no, literally. I know all us 06 babies, once we were like, yay, 2026. I know, right?
You can't tell, but like, I'm having chest pain.
I'm the mom.
Yeah, I'm the
Yeah,
youngest in
Addison
her
is also
20s.
your daughter.
Right. We forgot to mention that.
Over here in 06. Yeah, I know what I was doing. This baby's coming with me on one turn.
20 years ago. Yeah.
Oh,
But it was like all of us 06 babies were like, well, it's 2026. And then we realized, that means we are officially entering our 20s. Crazy.
no longer a teenager.
Which I already am that way, so it's okay.
Nope.
20.
Mhm.
We need to stop doing that. It's going to just be an episode of us sounding
It's going to be an episode of the, like, how many sounds can this twin sisters make? They are laughing the same. You can't see
I
this,
know.
but they are literally laughing the same.
Oh, jeez.
And they both have caffeine. One's a Celsius, and the other one's coffee.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So,
Anyways,
okay.
so I'm 19, sophomore in college. I go to Anderson University in South Carolina. I'll be west, where the heck that is. Anderson, South Carolina. Shocker. And
how far away is that from the Dirty Myrtle?
Oh, that's late.
it's
You're
a little
opposite.
off because Anderson is way
You're opposite
inland.
direction.
It's pretty inland.
Anderson is like
Oh.
20 minutes
15 minutes from Clemson.
Yeah. It's like you're on the same, like you're on the way to
Well,
Georgia.
Fun fact.
Dirty Myrtle's the
Yeah.
other way.
Well, see,
It's the other.
I'm trying to give the people context.
Right.
Oh,
well,
so like Dirty
it's-
Myrtle's east, Anderson's west.
More towards
Yeah.
Clemson University.
Yeah.
it is literally Clemson.
It's right
Like,
before
this is fun fact. This is the thing, is that literally my older brother always was worried about me not having anything around me. Actually, Clemson doesn't have anything around them. They have to come to us for
Really?
Target and stores and stuff. Yeah, we actually are the ones that have all
What you
the
doing,
stuff.
Dabo? You ain't got nothing for them kids to
Right? They have
do?
College Town, but they don't have their Target over there.
Right.
They always come over to Anderson. Yeah. Anderson actually has like everything.
So
that
what
you need.
made you choose Anderson?
Well, that's the funny story is that I chose Anderson because of the major, and then that switched. But originally, I wanted to be a Georgia girl. I was crazy about Georgia. That was my dream school. And then
University of Georgia.
yes,
Yeah.
University of Georgia. Yeah, emphasis on that.
Well, there's a
Other
lot of, there's Georgia
There's a
Tech,
lot
Georgia
of-
Southern.
Right, Georgia Southern did not like it at all. It was horrible.
Okay.
But really, really wanted to be a Bulldog. I loved Georgia. Dream school. And then we visit Anderson, and walking around, I was like, oh no, this is like home. Like this is, I like this.
Yeah.
And you have relationships with your professors. Like it just felt really what I normally like. I like the small town
Like
feel
intimate.
and very close with people.
Okay.
And then we toured into the design studio and everything. And at first I was like, wow, like what they do, they actually dive into it right off the bat. And that's actually true for all of the majors at Anderson. I think that that's something that makes Anderson unique is that you hear from other kids at bigger schools that are now entering some of their major classes for sophomore year.
Okay.
But Anderson, you are diving into it right off the bat.
Wow.
You are
okay.
having some kind of 101 class for your major.
Nice.
Like you are always
That's awesome.
working. Yeah, it's great. They prepare you for your career.
reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I officially chose it. I love telling people this story. I don't care about saying about the rejection because I love like sharing the story because it's so gone.
Yeah.
So I was really struggling. Like mom and dad can tell you, I was really struggling. I'm like, what am I going to do? I love Anderson, but like Georgia's my dream school though. Like that's my dream school. But it was like, okay, but are you actually going to have what you need with interior design? So then I just kept praying to God. I was like, if I'm meant to go to Anderson, give me a rejection from Georgia because I have gotten waitlisted. We had to wait.
Okay.
So I was like, just give me a rejection from Georgia if I'm meant to be at AU. And the Georgia notification comes in after I knew that I was in at Anderson. I got into Ole Miss and Anderson a day apart. And I actually cried over getting into Anderson because I was so excited. And so it was like, oh,
What is this going to mean if I get accepted into
it's Georgia.
But let's just say mom knew she was going to Anderson.
She definitely did.
Okay.
She could see it. She knew.
I knew she was going to Anderson.
Mm-hmm.
And what, like, how did you know that? Like, what do you mean?
I think just intuition, Holy Spirit, whatever. When we were looking at schools and stuff and doing different ones that were ID, which is interior design, and Anderson kept popping up. And I'm like, I've heard about this school. It's a great school. It's a private Christian school. This will be great. And it just kept pulling and pulling and pulling. And she was just not, and I never brought it up to her.
Okay.
Bryson.
Yeah.
Oh,
So it was always
And Bryson
on my
don't know
list.
that I had it either.
Bryce's like older brother.
Yeah, we did not discuss it at all. But I just knew, just by looking at it, I'm like, this is where she's going to go.
Was Bryce on board with you going to Anderson, or did he did he want you to go to UGA?
Yes. So he gave me pros and cons for both. He really laid it out because he experienced both. He's experienced small school and he's experienced big school. So he laid it out.
Where all did he go?
We don't have time for that.
Finished out with UWF.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyways, so yeah.
Mhm. Meanwhile, the other child stayed at Ole Miss.
Ole Miss the entire
Right. Right. Yeah. Yep. So that was
Anderson comes through.
Yeah, it was always when Bryce talked to me about it, because why do a lot of people end up at Anderson? Because some people are from way off, and we're like, how did you even hear about
Don't you have
Anderson?
a friend that's like in Maine?
Maine, yes.
So
But yeah, a lot of people.
cons.
So this is the thing, is that a lot of people hear about Anderson because it's one of the only Christian schools with certain majors that are also really good at their majors.
Yeah,
okay.
So for example, Anderson is very good on their teaching, nursing,
Gotcha.
anything medical,
Okay.
medical and teaching. Okay, those
Right.
are like their top, and then you
Okay.
have interior design as well. So if you are off and you hear, for example, I know a girl in Ohio. Okay, she is a freshman at Anderson.
Okay.
She is there for interior design. It's
Okay.
again, like when you are trying to look for interior design Christian university, you have Anderson.
Nice.
So that's kind of what it was.
Okay.
But the pros and cons were really like, okay, Anderson, you will have true interior design classes. Georgia, you're probably not going to. You're going to be in a huge lecture hall. It's going to be a little bit different with the drafting and all this stuff that you have to learn.
Right.
It's probably going to be what people think interior design is. Anderson's giving you what you want. I wanted the architecture part. I did sign up for that.
Right.
A lot of people didn't realize that.
Okay.
Well, then again, the worry was there of like, is anything in Anderson?
Okay.
Well, you're also close to Greenville. You're at Lake Hartwell. You
Okay.
have Clemson. You have your outlets, so it's actually nice.
Yeah.
And then you also can have relationships with your professors. But then he was worried about, okay, small school, will you be able to still meet new people? And if he listens to this, yes, I meet new people every single day. Because Anderson is actually a lot bigger than you realize.
You've made a lot of friends.
I have. I
know,
really
like
have.
I've only got to hear about some of them. I can't remember their names, but I've only like your roommates and
Yeah,
then,
well, honorable mention to Kaylin and Eva Claire.
hey, there you go.
Yeah, they have, oh my gosh, I just love them. Hey, month of love. Love them so much. They've shown up for me a lot this week, even with things in my life going on right now.
That's why you have a Galentines,
they
girls.
have-
Have a
Right.
Galentine.
And we have our Galentine scheduled for Tuesday.
Love it.
Yeah, so
Wow.
it's so fun. But, and I mean, even me and my roommate, like, her and I say that we are the last to stand in for a lot of things. Like, her and I, we grew our friendship more this year because last year we had a lot of friend hurt happen and we both got out of that and we became roommates and things have really shifted for both of us this year. So
Anderson's also a great place for you to remain God-centered.
yes, it is a great
Yes.
Christian community. That was a big
Yes.
thing about Anderson was that it was a Christian school. I mean, I can even wear a Trump hat and not get judged. Like everyone else is
Love
like,
that.
it's very conservative Christian. Like
Yeah.
all of those things.
And I know Mom loves that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that was a blessing of knowing that all three kids being grounded in their faith and went off to school. And as a mom, you want your kids to continue in their faith in some way, shape, or form.
Right.
Whether it's some kind of Bible club, some kind of church, something. Something. And all three kids did that. All three kids were involved in some way, shape, or form doing
Because
something.
you found a church at
Yes.
Anderson,
Yeah,
right?
she's at a church. She's
That's amazing.
serving.
And your friends, like
And
the
she's-
friend group that you have goes
Right.
with you.
Yeah.
Okay, that's awesome. That's awesome. So, what does a day in the life look like for Addison?
Well,
Besides coffee and
oh yeah, that's more a day in the life is going to coffee shops all the time.
yeah,
with
I'm sure
friends.
you have really good
See,
like
we have
small-
great-
gets it
Well, we have
honestly.
we normally have to go to Greenville for the good coffee shops.
Well,
That
this is
one
the difference between
is like
20s
40.
and 30s because I'm 36 and I'm like, oh, coffee at home. We are making coffee at home. I need it now.
Yeah.
It needs to be IV.
Yeah.
Nope, we get out of that house. Yeah.
But they're not going and getting and coming back. They're going
We
and
go and
staying.
stay and do work.
Okay.
So they're,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not like you go, you get your coffee and you do
yeah.
work.
It's not like,
Okay.
oh, I'm going to go get a cup of coffee. I'm going to make it back to class.
No, because we
They're going
have
and staying
ways to
and
make coffee and we have books and beans. So
Mhm.
like
Cute.
yeah,
Is that the
like
library?
Starbucks. It was until they moved it, but we're not going to
You
get
can't
into
see this,
that.
but she was very emotional about that.
We're all frustrated about that.
Every single AU student is a
They don't have a library?
No, they have a library. Books and Beans
They-
was in the basement of it.
Yeah. Which makes sense, right?
Right.
They have the coffee
It's so
with
great.
the,
Well, they're bringing in a
They
new
just
food
really-
option. The food option has been a hit, but they moved Books and Beans over to the student center with other food, and they put the
Oh,
new
so it's not
breakfast
books
place-
and
Books
beans
and
anymore.
Beans.
It's just beans.
Right, that's what we all said. You can't give them name. But also, Books and Beans,
Exactly. Which makes it sound like it's a not great place.
and Books and Beans doesn't even have that much of a hit like it used to because it's the coffee shop vibes. No one can go grab their coffee and sit. You can't do
Right.
that. You have, I mean, unless you want to stay in the student center somewhere, but it's also normally packed. So,
No.
yeah. And it's hard to work in freshmen because it's a lot louder than what the coffee
Oh,
shop
yeah, I'm sure.
kind of then was. Yeah.
Right. Plus, it's not aesthetically pleasing.
No. And they try to fix the lighting and
Which
you walk
that's
into
what
there
you
and it's
need, you know.
weird.
In order to drive 30, 40 minutes, you have to have it aesthetically pleasing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, with the little cup and the design
Yeah.
and the
That's why we love
stuff.
Chestnut. It's the best one out of a lot of them. But,
Nice.
yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what are we
Yeah.
studying now?
So I'm currently in communications, public relations,
Okay.
and last semester getting into some of those classes was actually really interesting because you learn a lot more than what I realized. And a lot of people normally will question it too. They're like, "Oh, okay, so like, what would you do?" I'm like, "Well, I have a service smart mental health and anti-bullying program that I want to turn into career." And so
So tell us more about
basically, I would be like PR, doing the PR for it and really building it.
that. Okay.
And kind of have maybe even my own like type of PR firm type of thing.
Okay.
So with that, it's been really cool to learn a lot about what you can do with communications.
Right.
And even this semester has been a little bit harder because you're getting more analytical with certain things. You're learning how to write certain news
Right.
stories. You're learning how to understand speeches. And the funny thing is that I have so much experience doing speeches that I was like, oh, this is kind of annoying. Like, why am I studying
Mm-hmm.
BC speeches? Well, no, it's actually helpful because you're
Right.
analyzing how to build all of that. But then I also have a principles of PR class, and that has
Mhm.
been kind of a struggle, but we just got into history of it, and it's really interesting learning how PR actually got started. Yeah, it's kind of cool.
So tell me, so that's your day in the life. You know, you're coffee shopping, 30 minutes
Going
away.
out.
You're
With
going out with
friends.
your friends. You're doing the lunch or doing the classes.
Yes.
How do you keep God
Mhm.
here?
Yes. So
And that means the center for people who can't see.
right, keeping him at the center.
Correct.
So
As a college student.
as a college student, yep, that's kind of hard when you had, like, it was a lot harder for me last semester because I had 8 a.m.s every single day. So that means getting up a little bit earlier, which was fine for me. I'm an early riser to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
But so sometimes I would do like morning, like quiet time. Okay. And I also had a certain Bible study with a certain someone. And so I thought that was working out.
Okay.
But I wasn't really fulfilling like that much because you also have BCM, which is Baptist College Ministry. I would go to that.
Okay.
And then this semester though, there's been a major shift and I didn't think that this would be that beneficial, but it actually is. But I've kind of switched it to doing like off and on, but actually reading Bible at night.
Oh.
So reading
Okay.
whatever I'm reading at night.
Okay.
Because I literally get in bed, my Bible's next to me on my little cabinet thing.
We love that.
Open it up and read
Good.
the little chapter. And then, but I've also, most recently, I realized, like, I have been reading in Job, but then I realized I was like, I need to go back to, like, some actual devotion because I need some encouragement because of just some things going on this week.
Yeah.
I was like, I just need actual, like, encouragement first or something.
okay.
And it was dead on this week. And so I get up, me and my roommate get up together and we both kind of have breakfast. Yeah. Coffee, like just go about our morning. And then I will open up like devotional book and have a little bit of that time because it's quick, like it's not taking up a whole
I mean, that's not the whole
hour.
like 5 minutes with God type of thing.
Right. It's quick. It's like a 10-15 minute type of thing. And I'll write in the little prayer journal thing. And then I start my car. It's cold outside. And get to class.
I need to class.
Yeah. And so you have that. But you also surround yourself with spirit-filled women.
Yes.
And so
Yeah.
that's another reason why I'm so thankful for my friends because we are all spiritually filled. We
Awesome.
all keep God at the center.
So
And
good.
that
So it's
is
easy for-
really important.
A person to hold you accountable.
Right. Like Kaylin and I sometimes will do our quiet times together, but we're not doing it together.
You're sitting in the
We're
same
just
room.
sitting in the same room.
Yeah.
And being able to see that, and, I mean, even one day she was laughing, and I'm like, "What is so funny?" And she was like, "Just some of these stories get me." And I'm like, "Oh my gosh, I know." Sometimes the Bible is just hilarious. It's like, how did this happen? And it was getting deep into
Yeah.
some stuff that this girl
Yeah.
was doing, and we were like,
yeah, Jesus didn't
"Whoa."
play.
Yeah, we were like,
Jesus didn't
"Wow."
play.
And so it's fun though too,
Good.
And of course, you all have church together. And
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
I can imagine how hard it would be, because I didn't go to a Christian
Mm-mm.
college,
Mm-mm.
so Jesus who?
Right.
Right.
In all honesty, during my college days, which I think that's normal.
Mhm.
So,
It is.
but it also very speaks to your character.
Mhm.
Yes, because
And I know mom's very proud.
important to me. Like no matter where I would go, I know like that is the most important thing.
Like
You have
non-negotiable.
to, yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Mhm. Mhm.
So that's Addison's in a nutshell.
Oh,
Kind
that's
of day.
that's for the boys too, though. Like anybody that tries to, they gotta be God loving.
Yeah, like dating.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Dating. So like
Yeah, because you still, even though you're at a Christian private school, doesn't mean that everyone's Christian.
exactly.
And
Right.
people don't realize that sometimes.
Or don't walk it. Like they might
Or don't
speak
walk
it.
it.
They
They're
don't
like, oh
walk it.
yeah, I'm a Christian.
Or
I do this,
they
but-
are struggling
they
to
don't.
understand where they're at.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, something that they thought was the truth,
Mhm.
the way,
Mhm.
whenever you
Mhm.
kind of take them
Yeah.
out of the fish bowl
Yeah.
right.
and put
Right.
them somewhere else, and they're, encountering different backgrounds, different
Mhm.
interpretations of the Bible, different
Right.
spiritual things, and, it grows you, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Very,
And I will say, I know a lot of us get aggravated by Anderson's chapel's requirements. And I'm sure Liberty students can, I feel worse for
Yeah.
them. But we all get kind of like, okay, have to get these chapel credits. But sometimes they do hit. And I think that they are especially beneficial to those who need to start a spiritual walk with Jesus. I think that that's very because as somebody who has always walked with the Lord and seen it shift once I got to college and, you're independent now, you're kind of learning things. And there was just a major shift, especially being in that type of community that Anderson brings.
Mhm.
But Chapel and BCM, I will say, they are big on your kind of spiritual walk and getting you closer to the
Good.
Lord. So I think that those who are at Anderson that might not actually be walking it or knowing the Lord, there's so many ways that you can.
Right.
There's so many people to pray
Oh,
with.
so
There's so
good.
many people to. I mean, one time I even saw this girl. She didn't go to the altar. She was just in the walkway.
Yeah.
She was just really losing it. And I was like, I need to go pray with her. You always have people like that. There's always people around
Yeah.
you can pray with, you can talk to about, oh, you know what? I need to get right with the Lord. So there's so many
good.
opportunities for that.
That's so good.
But it's
amazing.
also sometimes people feel like it's a little push, but it's not. They're kind of we implement it.
Yeah.
That's a better way of saying it. They implement it.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's so good. So good. So you, Jen, are a fearless leader and host. So you're an empty nester
Yeah. To a certain degree.
to a certain degree. I mean, because
Yeah.
she's not here
Yeah.
partial.
Right. Yeah. So everybody's gone.
So tell me-
officially out.
Tell me what
And
life looks like
everybody
now.
is like, oh, so are you guys living life? We're like, yeah, we're living life. Oh, well, what are you guys doing? I'm like, we're busier now than we were when we had kids at home.
But you're busy about the Lord's business.
Right. There
True.
you go. Yeah, exactly. Lead this, lead that. Take care of this, take care of that. Let's see. So I teach at the academy. So I have pretty much early learning in kindergarten. I say I teach, but I play. I have fun. I get to
Good.
really enjoy and play with the kids every day, all day. So my morning is 5:30 a.m. call, get up, try to do, I'm not going to lie. I do everything I can to do reading in the morning. I've started reading the Bible in a year.
Oh, yeah.
So, but my thing is it's a 52-week type of deal, which obviously isn't a year, but there's this verse, this section read this week, or this day. And then the next day would be day 2 read, so I'm not going from front cover to back cover. I'm not starting in, It
Genesis, you're just
right.
going around.
Just
Okay.
going around. Jumps
Nice.
around, but correlates all together to a certain degree. Like,
Nice. Oh.
so I try to do that if at all possible, if I've slept pretty good that night. If not, then I get into the first 5.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah. I love it.
Yeah, so that I do that. Get ready. Well, obviously I go down and have coffee because we all know that
She can't.
I can't.
Cannot.
So you
So that was
have
the thing
coffee
about the
before.
fast. So when we were fasting,
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I
Were you home?
God,
Yes, because
That's
I
I
was still on
remember.
yeah,
So
God,
yes, I had to deal with her without coffee powder.
But did you die?
the devil without coffee. I don't even know if anybody at work other than Katie and Cheryl probably knew that I was doing that. But our fasting, so I just felt like God was like, listen, you
Rely.
live and rely on coffee every day.
Yep.
And so I want you to give that up and you're going to spend that time with me. And I was like, oh, how is this going to go, Lord?
Wow.
All right, well, if you're doing that and telling me I need to do that, then you better give me all the strength and the armor, and I pray for everybody around me.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like, what?
Yeah.
So my day is, try to get into the Word. Always try to pray throughout the day,
Which is hard.
And yeah, it is. I mean, 5:30 a.m. is not, everybody's cup of tea, but
Neither is
Yeah.
4:30.
yeah, exactly. So get up, get ready, have my coffee, listen to Caleb. So I'm always listening to them when I'm getting ready because I feel like that's just kind of like my worship time,
That's good.
singing and doing and get ready and then leave usually about 6:50, 7 o'clock, get into work around 7:15, give or take, pretty much
And
look at
then start your
everything and
day.
start my day. We have kind of like a staff huddle at 7:45. Kids come in at 8.
And then there
And
it's
then
rocking and
it's-
rolling.
Yeah, rock and rolling all day long.
But the great thing about the academy and where you teach is that it's Monday through Thursday because Friday,
Friday
parents
is,
get involved, right?
Yes, Friday is like a homeschool day for the parents. So we have hours that we're available, but we're essentially off. So that's really nice to be able to have that.
That's awesome.
Because then they can travel and visit me.
Yeah. Well, it gives you guys, it holds the parents also accountable.
Yes.
And also makes them feel included.
Yeah,
For the
and they
parents.
get to see the work that we're doing.
Yeah.
Right.
And for the parents that would like to homeschool their kids
Yeah.
but can't
Mhm.
Right.
have that opportunity.
Right.
Or that, want to come to every parent teacher meeting but can't.
Right,
It gives them an
right.
opportunity to. And also the parents feel like they're teaching.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I'm
Yeah.
sure it's you provide
Yeah.
a curriculum for
Yes.
that day,
Yeah.
but the parents also
Yeah.
teach.
I mean, sometimes I
great.
do. My kids are little, so there are things that,
they're working
I'm
on.
not going to do like Friday work all
Oh,
the time
yeah,
for
no.
4 and 5-year-olds.
Right, no.
Sometimes for my kindergartners, there's going to be some stuff and there might be some students that just need extra help. So they'll get some extra work or whatever to do.
Yeah.
It's not a constant just because they are little.
Yeah.
So there's just a lot that they still need to have some playtime and learning gross motor skills and all of that. But
Well, it's
so
easy
we're
for
done
you-
at like 3 o'clock.
Yeah. Well, it's easy for you to keep going because you literally work at a church.
Yeah. Well, and that
true.
was my thing too, is that, being able to, we do morning hugs. So the kids love morning hugs.
Oh,
You can't do,
morning
you can't do that in public school.
no.
You can't touch the
Right.
children. You can't pray over them. You can't talk about Jesus. Like,
Yeah. You have a very strict
patriotic,
strict,
we stand up for the pledge. Like,
Yeah.
I mean,
Mm-hmm.
it's all the core values that, we essentially grew up with
Yeah.
that a lot of public schools just don't have anymore.
Right.
So I'm really, really happy and blessed to be able to be in that environment.
Yeah.
And be with the kids and teach them.
Yeah.
I used to, years ago when I started, my first day on the job was kindergarten, and I was like, there is no way I am teaching 26 little nose pickers ever again.
It's really. I remember.
And
that.
here I am. So I'm like,
Yeah.
God's got jokes, y'all.
Yeah,
We always have
there we are.
But I think part of it is that there was different stages of life. So, like,
Okay.
I am done with kids.
Right.
So, essentially, whenever my children have their own children, I'll be grandma stage. And I think that's kind of like,
You're almost there.
You're glammy.
I know I'm claiming to your one, but I think that maybe that's why is
Oh,
because
yeah.
like I'm not coming home to my own kids, so I have the patience
Yeah. Who, girl?
to
No patience.
do with
do it.
kids.
Yeah.
It's a little different stage of life, so
Yeah.
I enjoy it a lot more now than I would have 15 years
Yeah.
ago.
Yeah.
When I walked in that room and was like, Lord have mercy. Hello. And then obviously, like, Stuart and I lead in church.
I was going to
So
say,
we have,
so
like,
love and marriage, because it is, Galentines. So talk
Yeah.
about
Oh,
love and marriage, love and
Through,
marriage. So we are 22
You're about to be 23 years this year.
Yes, we're
So
22 years
that was
of
November.
marriage.
November is
Mhm.
23, right?
Yes,
Yep.
this coming November will be 23 years.
Mm-hmm.
We have had trials and tribulations, but we have, prayed, done, kept God at the center of it as much as possible. I mean, I'm not going to say that, that's all the time. I mean, that's just human nature.
Yeah.
If you say that you do, you're, and no,
No, you're not being truthful.
no.
Right.
So,
Uh-huh.
and I think as we have continued to grow,
Mhm.
we have continued to realize to do more of that we didn't at the beginning.
Okay.
So, there was a lot of life lessons that we had to learn.
Mm-hmm.
Kids right off the bat, like all kinds of things.
Yeah.
So this is different. Years ago, like when we were in Virginia, I remember just kind of looking at him saying, there were some people that were going through divorces after their kids left.
Okay.
And it was coming down to the fact that they didn't know who they were anymore together.
Yeah.
And that scared me.
Well, a
Because
lot of
I'm
people
a-
face that.
Yeah. But I'm a child of divorce.
Okay.
And
Yep.
that was something that was like, that is not happening. That is like,
Yeah, the D word does not have.
no,
come
that
in
is
the house.
not, no, I am not having that. I will not have that. I'm not putting my kids through that. I know what that did to me and my brother.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
So I think as a mom, like so many of us do, I put my kids, not knowing, God, husband, children, I put my
Children.
kids above everything.
So you were
including God.
constantly doing.
I was
Oh,
doing
yes.
all supporting, granted, I made sure we had dinner as a family before we ever went to any other activities. We
That's
sat
good.
down as a family. That was number one.
Yeah.
We sat down as a family. We prayed over our meal. We were very involved in church, whatever, but we were also very involved in sports. And I think you can
My
go
gosh.
back and remember when we talked about at one point when I said that
You were so busy.
travel sports is the spawn of Satan.
Yeah.
Because literally, like, every child was involved in everything. And so we were going, 90 miles an hour. I know. That's why I got the comfy blanket. I know, right?
Does it get like 22 degrees
I know.
outside?
Isn't it great? I know.
I mean, it's great, but
Yeah, it feels so good in here.
I know. Okay. I got the blanket. So,
I'm old.
yeah. So, fast forward and looking, I think the kids were probably in high school, probably freshman, sophomore year with the twins. And I remember just looking at Stuart going, oh my God, I don't want to be that couple. I don't want to be those people that when they go off to college, we have absent at home. And I look at you and go, I don't know who you are.
Yeah. Yeah.
So then we quickly realized what was happening. And obviously I was the one doing,
Yeah.
So we were like, we need a date.
Oh,
We need to put a
so-
date on the
okay.
calendar. We need a date. Like this date is our time together. So it
And at
ended
that
up being during the day because of the kids' activities in the afternoon, evening.
Okay.
We would make our
Our
time.
ages,
Mhm.
we could be home alone.
Oh, yeah.
Then
So-
once, and at that point, we could go out with some friends. Excuse me. We could go out with friends. We could have some time away, so it wasn't just kids.
Yeah.
We could go on dates and have our time together. Yeah. So that and essentially was really, really important
Mhm.
to date each other. And I think I think married couples forget that part.
Yeah, when you have kids, the intimacy goes out the window. And I'm not saying physically. I'm talking the intimacy between husband and wife.
Yeah.
Because
Like all
before
the
the
stuff,
children, you were husband and wife.
Mhm.
And before you were husband and wife, you were Jen and Stuart. You know, like, get back to the basics.
Well, what's interesting is like, so we have been asked to do the premarital life group. So we're shadowing our pastors because they would like us to essentially help with that.
Yeah.
And kind of do rotate, not take it over, I don't think, but just rotate us in and out. So that one couple
There's a
does
break.
it. Yeah. And the other couple does it so that there's a break because this poor couple's been doing it for 17 years. And
Kudos to
so,
them.
yeah, it's wonderful. But again, like, you know, it does take up a lot of time. You're out every Wednesday. But it was something that he said the other day. Everybody shared their story on how they met, how they came together, the proposal. Don't forget that.
Oh, that's so good.
Don't forget that. Don't forget where that started.
Yeah.
Go back
That's
to
so
that.
good.
Make sure you talk about that. Make sure you think about those feelings and those memories and everything that you did leading up to that. Because while you might be dating each other and trying to make sure you have those moments together emotionally and physically, don't forget where it all began.
Yeah.
So it was
feelings
just kind of
evolve and
funny for us
change.
because like we're going, like Ashton said, we're going to 23 years.
Yeah.
So you don't think about, remember back when, you don't, like, you don't think about it. So we were sitting there telling the story and I was busting out laughing because there were things I forgot about.
Oh, that's so, well, I mean, I have like early onset dementia.
Well,
so, like,
I mean, I'm in
don't
menopause, so like I have frog brain and everything
and
else.
COVID, you know, I still blame it on COVID.
Oh my God, yes.
I still have COVID brain.
That's
is what I
probably what's
say.
wrong with me too. Lord have mercy. I just had COVID now like a month ago.
Yeah.
But, you know, going into that, and then we lead our own marriage life group too.
You do.
That, you know, God kind of put on our heart to really kind of hone in more of the couples that are more of that newlywed few years in marriage.
Versus you were doing all couples.
Versus that we were doing everybody from newlywed all the way to like
50.
30 something years married, you know, there just isn't anything for this group.
So it's like 7 and under, right?
Yeah, it is, but essentially I think it's more like 5 and under.
Okay.
Yeah, it's more like 5 and under.
Because, I mean, the first 5 years of marriage are hard.
Well, that first year is hard.
I would have
I
to
look at
say,
McKenna, they've already had to move.
I would have to say, I think our
And they're-
second year was harder.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And again, it probably attests to everybody else.
Like, I think that
you're right,
first-
Johnny McKenna have had 2 moves.
Yeah. Well, I think it
Essentially,
depends.
yeah.
Like, I couldn't say, and I think my husband would agree, I don't know. But like, our first year of marriage was easy.
Mm.
Our first year of marriage was easy. Like, we were not thinking about kids. We weren't thinking, like, you know,
Right, you
we
were
wanted
being
to
married. You
literally
just really
being
loved
married,
life.
having a great time,
Yeah.
going to Savannah, going to Charleston, going to Disney, going
Yeah.
doing whatever.
Yeah.
You know, and then that second year, you're like, it's okay. All right. So what do we do now? Like, we've done what we want to do.
Y'all just jam packed it in the first year.
Yeah, we do.
Right.
Yeah.
You got to spread that out, right?
Well, you know, but money.
I know you should.
You know, before things got really expensive.
Oh,
And
gosh.
also, our first year of marriage, well, no, there was some trials and tribulations. I mean, like, so we got married in November of 2019 and COVID hit in 2020. In April of 2020, May, whatever that year was.
It was March
March.
13th. I won't
March
forget.
13th, 2020.
Yep, March 13th, 2020.
Okay.
We won't get into that.
No.
Right. No, we're good. It was just another day for me. But and then 2020 hit and we got, I mean, like, everything, the whole world shut down.
Yes.
And that is what I say that second year of like marriage, like, really test us because we were getting out of like, we had COVID
Yeah, we moved here.
and then it was still,
Well,
again, you know, like, that's what I mean. Like,
yeah, I should say Stuart moved here. Then Bryce
Right.
moved here to stay with Stuart because they realized they weren't going back to school.
Yep.
The girls and I stayed in Virginia to get the house ready to sell. So we were living apart.
oh, that's hard.
They have done
Well, when we moved from Tennessee to
Oh, yeah,
Virginia,
I
we were
remember
9
you
months
saying that.
apart.
I remember you saying that.
And I was like, never again. That was really hard on
Yeah.
our family.
but it wasn't 9 months.
No.
So.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So that's
Yeah. So that year, I can understand that year being.
Mm-hmm.
So you and Stuart still date?
Yeah, I would say we don't right now. No, we don't.
No.
They're both giving me the look.
I know, I'm sorry.
Because
I
our
did shake my head no.
lifestyle, yeah,
I feel like the busyness is gone.
There's a lot going on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there was a
Life
lot
is
going
getting
on.
in the way. And this is a thought that I had while we're explaining about like
Well, this is what
kids
we're
coming
excited about
first.
next week.
Right.
Well, yeah,
And
that's true.
I think this thought came to me while we were talking about like kids coming first, because as one of your kids, that was really evident. And so it was like, wow. Then when you realize what your parents should be doing, it's like, okay, we are really coming first in a lot of things. And maybe that's why things are so crazy. Because growing up, you had cheer comps on top of taking me to volleyball practice for school, and then volleyball practice for club, and then also trying on weekends for tournaments, and then also having normal school games plus Bryce's baseball games. So it was like everything, right?
Bryce was in trouble.
But so it was crazy. But
we went to church with the tournament clothes on.
I did. We had to, because we could either be coming back from a tournament or we'd be going to one. We'd come back from a volleyball tournament, so I'd be in my volleyball clothes, and then we'd be going to a baseball tournament.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Yep. But a thought came to me about the fact that when you marry, you are becoming one covenant with the Lord.
Right.
Okay. Well, a lot of times when children enter, then it was almost like y'all put us more in, trying to put us more in that covenant, whereas it's still supposed to be just you and dad in that covenant with your kids. And now I'm only 19, but it's still how it should.
That's why I said, like, when you become a mom, it just shifts.
You change.
Yeah. It
So
shifts. Like,
much.
because your kids are like, oh gosh, like I just poured everything in and I stayed at home. So until we moved to Virginia, and then I went back into work. Well, I think we were there maybe 2 or 3 years by the time you were. So third grade, give or take, second grade maybe is when I went back into work.
Yeah.
And see, I'm a working mom.
Right.
Like, I'm a working mom outside the house most of the time. My husband works from home and also travels now. And it's not how I thought life was going to be.
Right. So, like, when you're
Like,
home, it is like you want to be with baby and do because
Most
you
of the
don't
days,
see.
if I'm being honest, most of the days I want to be with him. I always want to be with him.
Yeah.
Do I always want to be a mom? No.
Yeah.
Do I always want to be a wife? No.
Yeah.
Some days I want to come home to nothing, quietness, not to be needed, not to be wanted, just come in, decompress, and like take a breath for the first time in like 10 hours. But I've had that before when I was single but not single.
Right.
Which that relationship was awful. So, I would work all day and then he would be gone. Like, boyfriend would be gone. So I would have all of this free time to spend with girlfriends, but I had sabotaged myself so much that I didn't have friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that was a growing pain season for me.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he was like, I had to take all the distractions away from you for you to realize you got to come back to me.
Yeah.
That hurt. It was awful. But it was the best thing for me.
Yeah.
Because I got to know God differently than my Sunday school Jesus, like I've said before.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's no longer my Sunday school Jesus, and he's my real life Jesus.
Right.
Yeah.
So, like, being a mom now, I want to be with my husband. I want to be with my child. That's my season I'm in. Like, we prayed really hard for him.
Right.
We're going to be, like, we literally, don't get me wrong, parenting is hard.
Oh, yeah.
It's exhausting. It is the just absolute hardest thing I think I'm ever doing, besides giving birth, which was a nightmare. Being a mom has been the biggest blessing, but
Yeah.
also like hard work.
Yeah.
And I didn't think it would be this hard. Like my mom was
it
like,
is.
it's going to be hard. Like, don't get, like you're going to change. Like, you know, you always say, wait till you're a mom and you're going to have all these rules and you think you're going to follow. Not a single one.
They don't come with a book. You have to, it's trial and error.
Right. Like I got so frustrated the other night with Mav because I made him dinner and he didn't eat anything.
Yeah.
Like nothing that I fixed. And he had a piece of a biscuit and some water. And I said, well, if that was good enough for Jesus, it's good enough for you.
Right.
And I let it go. Right. And I talked to another mom and she was like, because I felt defeated.
But they'll eat when they're hungry.
Right.
Addison was saying, like, she's picky.
I'm a picky eater.
So, you know, I got worried at one point, and I remember my dad would say, because his mom, my Grammy, would say, listen, they're going to eat when they eat. Like, there's, you know.
Yeah.
They go through these growth spurts for a reason.
Yeah.
Right. And of course, there might be something that's going on. Like maybe he doesn't feel good. Maybe he's cutting teeth. Maybe he's just not hungry. And that's
I know.
okay.
And but we
don't beat yourself up about it.
I think that's one of the biggest things I'm learning in motherhood is like learning it's okay if it doesn't go the way I think it's supposed to go in my head.
Right.
Like how I thought that I would be as a mother is nowhere near who I am as a mother.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And that's hard to accept because that's picture perfect, Kayla.
Yeah, girl.
You know, that's the same thing I can say with my walk with Jesus too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like how I want my life to be is not how my walk with Jesus is.
Yes.
Yeah.
But thank God for that.
Right.
Because that's not real.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, and this is real.
Yeah. This is real.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Motherhood's a crazy wild ride.
Yeah. But it's a blessing.
It is. And
Like you wouldn't want it any other way, to be honest.
no. But also, I mean, DJ and I have got to figure out a way for us to date again.
Haven't dated.
What have I said since day one?
But it's going to be about him. You know, like I know our conversation's going to be about him.
That's okay. Our conversations were about the kids or whatever, but it was us just having some time together without the distractions, without the person running into our room every 2 seconds.
Okay.
Still does it at 19 years old.
Okay, but last night I had to give them the whole week debrief of all the stuff that's happened.
After she'd already done it at dinner.
Well, then I was talking to
then
people and we remembered stuff, and I remembered important details. I could not wait till the morning.
Barreling in.
Well, I knew you were up.
Oh my God, I forgot about this. Let me tell you. Meanwhile, I'm like,
You're barely having your eyes open.
well, actually, I turned the TV on because I was like, oh, okay, we're usually having in the background.
A show.
And I like my 2020. I like Dateline. I like that. I literally,
She loves
those are my
watching stuff.
favorites. Like, I really love watching that stuff. And last night, I could not stop. I was so tired, y'all. I wanted to close my eyes, but I literally could not close my eyes because I need to know what happened. I was like, I can't. I have to watch this now. I have to finish this. I have to know what happened. She comes barreling in the room, scares like, I'm like, oh my gosh, okay. And then sits there for the next 15, 20 minutes telling us all about, oh my gosh, I forgot about this part, blah, 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 you know? So again, like, but I'm not going to complain.
Right.
I'm not going to complain.
Right.
Because they miss it.
Yeah, I was going to say, because,
Well, yeah, do you miss it? Sure. Do I miss my other kids? Of course, because I'm like, when do I get to see, you know, like I'm very thankful I just got to see Johnny McKenna or whatever. But yeah, I mean, I'm just not going to complain. I have my kids.
yeah.
I have my kids.
I know. It's like, I was so tired the other night. Like, work was a really rough day, just mentally, not physically exhausting, mentally exhausting. Like, it was just one thing after another, you know, and frustration after frustration after frustration or whatever. And like, I came home and DJ and I hadn't had, like, he's been sick, Mav's been coughing, he's been sleeping downstairs. Mav's not been sleeping very well.
Yeah.
So I was exhausted and tired. And like the last thing that I wanted to do was go home and like walk the dogs and play with Maverick and cook dinner and do all that. And then
Because your job you don't get a day off from that.
no, I don't. And we don't. And Like, I had to stop in the middle of the room, and it was so funny. DJ was trying to get me to watch this American Idol audition. And I was like, oh, God, like, okay. Like, I get really frustrated because I'm like, it's a YouTube video. It can be paused. But sometimes the Lord will use it as a ministry moment.
Yeah.
And there was a girl. And I pray for somehow that this reaches her. She is a mom of 3 boys.
I know. This is so funny because
The string cheese.
as soon as you said
Ministry
he
moment.
had, yes, and but as soon as you said he had somebody for you to watch, I'm like, I know exactly who it is.
Yes.
Because I also know how DJ is.
Yes.
So,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
yes.
He's very in tune to me more than I am with myself.
Because I saw it.
yes.
I had it on the background
Yeah.
when we came home, and I was
Yeah.
like, oh,
This is never going to reach her, but I swear I hope it does because it changed my mindset. In that moment, it changed my mindset.
Yep.
Because it's have you seen it? Have you
No,
What are you
she was
talking
in
about?
string cheese?
It literally just happened. I think it was a Monday night.
Yeah.
It was Monday night. It's a mom who went through postpartum.
She went through postpartum
And the reason
depression.
she's calling about string cheese is because, go ahead.
So she's crying. I mean, like, she's a beautiful woman. When I say she's gorgeous, she's gorgeous.
Yes. Yes.
And
she is.
she made her dress.
She's very beautiful.
Yeah. She's a stay-at-home mom.
Yep.
Of 3 boys.
Mhm.
And she had
Beautiful voice too. Like
Oh,
beautiful,
yeah.
beautiful
Oh my
voice.
gosh. Oh my gosh. Touched by an angel. And she had just had her 1-year-old, like he was 1,
Mhm.
and she was sitting on the couch, and I can speak to this. You just don't want to be touched. Like, you come home and you don't want to be needed. You don't want to be touched. You don't want to be looked at. Don't breathe my air,
Right.
whatever.
Right.
And her son, who was older, said, Mommy, open it, open it, open it. And she was like, she was getting frustrated because I opened my string cheese. And she's like, will you get out of here with this string cheese? And she's like, in that moment, she was like asking God to like calm her spirit, calm everything. And she said, I have the blessing of being a ministry in my own home.
Yes.
Mhm.
And I like looked at like DJ
Yeah.
and I looked at Maverick and I was
Uh-huh.
like, okay, God.
Yep.
All right.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was so good.
Have this moment where
Mhm.
you minister to
Mhm.
your husband and to your child and
Mhm.
let your husband minister to you.
Right.
You got to be inviting to let your husband
Right.
minister to you
Right. Yeah.
and pray over your child and stuff. So I quickly was like, I don't care if we have queso and salsa and chips for dinner.
Right. Exactly.
I'm taking the dogs for a walk. I'm going to love taking the dogs for a walk. I'm going to play with Maverick. And it was the best because he and I got to have this little moment with Lilo and Stitch. It's
Nice.
so funny. His little Tony box. But had I not,
I love it.
had I not let God stop me for a moment and
Right.
go, here's the peace
Yep.
that you are seeking.
Yeah.
I'm giving you peace. I'm
Yeah.
giving you this peace.
Yeah.
Use it.
Yeah.
Use
Right.
this peace.
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
shout out to you, girl. You know who you are. I don't remember your name, unfortunately. I
Yeah.
don't. Amber? Is it Amber?
I don't remember either. I just,
But girl, I am rooting for you the
Yeah, I think everybody in
whole
America
way.
is.
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
The whole way. It was
Yeah.
very good. It was such a good
Yeah.
one.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I know, I knew
mhm.
her story would resonate with so many.
Oh my
And
gosh.
Carrie Underwood.
Oh my gosh.
She was like, oh gosh, yeah. She had like, they were saying about how like Dolly Parton vibes too, because like her
Casey
story,
Musgraves? Yeah.
her story and stuff. And it
She has
was
very
her-
much
yes.
Casey
Uh-huh.
Musgraves vibes
Yeah.
with Dolly Parton's storytelling ability.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
So good. If you listen to secular music. I don't know.
Yeah.
Right.
For sure.
Right. Anyway, so we did it. All right. So we're speaking of the month of love.
Yes.
And this is our Galentine. So I know that you've talked about yours.
Right.
Talked about mine, which my sweet husband asked me to be his Valentine today, by the way.
Oh,
Just to let you know. He came in with
That's
flowers.
so
He came in with Dunkin'. He came in with a donut. And was like, I didn't ask you last year because I forgot. We were also about ready to have a child.
Right.
Yeah. It's very so sweet. I cried.
Yes.
To you, Miss Addison have a Valentine?
I do not.
So tell me about that.
Okay, so I broke up with my boyfriend on New Year's Eve, and we were together for a year and a month.
Okay.
And man, was that a blessing. I've been really happy. I came back to school and I poured into my friends, and we have really lived our true college life. We stopped swallowing ourselves in schoolwork. We have actually gone out and we have done things, and I have been just enjoying life. As my roommate would say, I've been glowing in a different way. And so I'm really looking forward to doing Galentines. We have a Galentines plan for the girls I'm going to be living with next year. So there's going to be 6 of us. Wow. In the plan for, well, it's supposed to be 8, but there's
living together.
Yeah, but yeah, but that was also all the stuff with this week that happened that I had to update mom about. Was like roommate stuff.
Okay,
yeah.
gotcha.
So now instead of 8, it's gonna be 6, but that's fine. So we all have like a Galentine plan, right? Oh, there, but. Everything works out how God needs to work out.
It does. Even though they're not together, there were life lessons that were built in. There were life lessons that were still built in that relationship, I think. For
are you talking about him now?
Yes.
Did you go back to him?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I went back to the relationship.
Like the other thing.
All of it. All of it. Between your relationship with your now ex-boyfriend, that there were life lessons learned in that relationship moving forward of what you now know, can see, look at. There are life lessons in friendships. Of different things. Like we all go through those seasons of life.
Yeah.
But yes, we have noticed, like we even agreed to that last night with everything that we've seen it in the pictures and
how she talks.
All of it. But there is just a different glow about her right now. And I think
let's not say Addison's back. Addison is new.
Addison has.
I think Addison has evolved. Yeah. That's what,
Addison's
evolved and grown
in that way.
And
like because before Addison liked to have fun. And then she thought she was still having fun. And then now she's actually having fun.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because of my kind of character. As mom and dad always said, like the free-spirited child.
Okay.
That's actually like come back and been shown. Like I'm actually like doing things. I'm laughing, carrying on. Like and like I mentioned before, we're not swallowing ourselves with schoolwork. Like me and my roommate, we are always doing schoolwork, or always something revolved around schoolwork, or like if anybody's together, it's schoolwork.
It's very important to take the break and have some
fun. And so this semester, total game changer. But that was also something that I realized on the day that we broke up, was that I was like, you know what? I feel like I haven't been held back. I haven't been really having the fun, doing some of the college life. Like I want to experience college. And me and my roommate, we've been really about that, and now it's been all our friends. We've been going out.
Boyfriend?
Yes, she actually just hit 5 years yesterday. Yes, they were.
He's at a different school.
He's at Coastal.
So it's a little bit different. Yeah, it's a little bit different. But
yes,
I think they're funny that they're like,
yeah,
college here, you know, she's sitting here saying about she wants to enjoy college, which she needs to. She needs to enjoy life right now, which is what her big brother told her to do. And then a month into college, she gets a boyfriend.
2 months.
2 months.
It was about 2 months. It happened November. Well, we met October. Started dating in November.
He's like, I told you to go have fun.
You go have fun.
Not go get a boyfriend within the 2 months.
He literally told me, he was like, and you got a boyfriend the first.
So we just
semester.
We just
not to that. I was like,
so we just flipped the script.
Yeah, we did. But I mean, the thing is, again, we always preach on here about people in first season or certain situations in first season, and that was him. I definitely knew him for a certain season, and he was there for most of that. And now stepping out of it, I've truly been able to. I mean, a lot has come to light, and that's where I'm at. And now we are a little bit over a month since the breakup, and I've also learned that definitely other options out there for sure. And just so many better things in store.
Good.
And I've learned those perspectives, I will say. Yeah. So currently not technically have a Valentine.
But you do.
But I do.
Well, Jesus is always your Valentine.
Jesus is always my Valentine.
I love it. I love love. I love it. And it speaks to the people out there that don't have a Valentine.
Right.
Make your own Valentine.
Yeah.
Get you some good food. Get you, you know, set the mood for yourself. Pour your aesthetically pleasing Coke, tea, whatever, not, whatever you want into your glass. Treat yourself to dinner. Buy yourself a massage.
Right.
Do something for yourself. Do not let the Valentine's Day, quote unquote, get
Bring
you
you
down,
down.
because you don't have a significant other.
Right. Like, no matter if it's a singleness of never been in anything before,
Right.
singleness of where I'm at, just came out of breakup,
Right.
singleness of even a longer relationship breakup, or a type of singleness that's a grief, widow type of thing,
Right.
like anything like that. Just always finding where you should fill yourself, which is with the Lord, because that is where love comes. I mean, a thing on my wallpaper on my computer is, I know love exists because Jesus exists. And so
good.
just reminding
love it.
yourself of that, and that encouragement of, no matter the stage that you're in, you still have the love that Jesus has for you. And
So
it's
good.
okay to also be not okay in some of these moments.
Yeah.
So even though it's the love month, remember where that love comes from.
Amen to that.
Come on.
Because that's really
Come on.
important.
Yes.
Yeah, I think on that, we're going to wrap this up.
Yes.
So this has been Unscripted, Unbound. We love it. We hope that you guys have a wonderful love day, love month. Love yourself.
Yes.
Mhm.
Most
Yes.
let Jesus love you. Love yourself. Love those around you. Have fun.
Yes.
And
Yes.
we love you.
And we love you. We love,
I love you so much.
Yes.
We hope that you all have a great day and enjoy this. And if you do, subscribe.
Yes.
Leave us a comment.
Yes.
If you like these type of videos.
Yeah, let us know.
Because
Let
we
us
may
know.
do something like this again in the future. You never know.
Yeah.
We'd love to hear topics that you would like for us to cover.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Follow the
Absolutely.
socials.
Follow
yeah.
the socials. Don't forget we're on TikTok now.
Yes.
So
Well, that's new
yes.
for both of us. We want to just leave you with that you are so loved, you're so beautiful, you are so wanted and needed and called, and there is love for you out there.
Yes.
Start with Jesus and everything else will fall into
amazing.
place.
Yeah.
Yes.
Start with Jesus first.
So
Pray for that person that you want.
yeah.
Right.
Well, on that note, happy Valentine's Day.
Valentine's! We love you.
We love you.